I looked down at my watch on day 3 of our Royal Caribbean cruise, and I honestly thought it was broken. 15,000 steps. I hadn't gone on a hike. I hadn't run a marathon. All I had done was try to get a cup of coffee and a deck chair. Well, maybe a little bit more, but welcome back to Empty Nester Cruising. If you're thinking about booking one of those massive floating cities for your vacation, specifically Oasis or Icon class from Royal, you need to watch this video first, because everyone talks about the slides. Everyone talks about the aqua theater, but nobody talks about the sheer exhaustion of living on a ship with 6,000 to 8,000 other people. Today, we're doing a direct, brutal comparison. We're putting the mega ship, Royal Caribbean, head to head with the small ship experience, Viking and Azamara. We're going to talk about the walking, the crowds, the food, and the actual relaxation factor. By the end of this video, you might just change your booking. Let's start with the commute. And yes, I call it a commute because on a mega ship, that's exactly what it feels like at times. On an Oasis or Icon class ship, your cabin might literally be a quarter mile away from the dining room. Forget your sunglasses in the room, it's a 20-minute round trip adventure. You actually have to plan your day around logistics. Okay, we're going to the pool, so we need to pack for the next 4 hours because we are not coming back to the room. Now, compare that to a small ship like Viking or Azamara. The distance from your stateroom to the restaurant, 2 minutes. The distance to the pool, 3 minutes. On our last Viking cruise, I realized I'd forgotten my book in the cabin while I was already sitting at the lounge. I walked back, grabbed it, and was back in my seat before my coffee had cooled down. That's a level of luxury that isn't advertised in brochures, but for us empty nesters, man, it saves your knees and your sanity. Now, let's talk about the fight for space. Royal Caribbean is incredible. It is a marvel of engineering. But when you have 6,000+ passengers, you're constantly competing. You're competing for elevator space. You're competing for a lounger by the pool. You're competing for a reservation at the steakhouse. There's a distinct mental load that comes with constantly dodging people. It's a low-level buzz of anxiety. If I don't get there by 8 o'clock, I'm not going to get a seat. On a small ship, that anxiety goes away. There's no chair hogs because there are enough chairs for everybody. You don't need to make dinner reservations 3 months in advance. You walk into the dining room when you're hungry. You find a quiet corner in the library whenever you want. The ship feels like it belongs to you, not like you're renting space in a shopping mall. For us, at this stage in life, that peace is worth its weight in gold. Now, this is where Royal Caribbean does win. Entertainment. If this is what you want. If you want Broadway-style musicals, ice skating shows, water acrobatics, and parades with DreamWorks characters, you're not going to be able to beat the megaships. You just can't. The energy's high, it's loud, it's impressive. If you're bringing grandkids, non-negotiable. They'll be bored to tears on a small ship. But now, let's be honest. When was the last time you went to a parade at home? Maybe once a year for 4th of July? On Viking or Azamara, the entertainment's different. It's Enrichment. It's a historian giving a lecture on the port you're visiting tomorrow. It's a cooking class with the chef. It's a string quartet playing in the atrium while you sip a glass of wine. It's not flashy, but it is deeply satisfying. We found that instead of being overstimulated by lights and noise, we were actually engaging in conversations. We were learning things. We left the cruise feeling smarter, not just entertained. Finally, let's talk about money, because looking at the sticker price, Royal Caribbean looks way cheaper. You might see a 7-day cruise from $900 per person, while Viking is showing $3,000. But stop, you got to do the empty nester cruise math. On the mega ship, that $900 is literally just the entry fee. You want a soda? Extra. You want a quiet dinner away from the buffet chaos? Extra. You want Wi-Fi to check in on the kids? Extra. By the time you get off that ship, your $900 cruise is easily $2,500. Now, on Viking or Azamara, the price is higher up front, yes, but beer and wine with lunch and dinner included, Wi-Fi included, specialty dining included, shore excursions often included. So when we did the final math, the difference wasn't anywhere near as big as we thought, and the value of not being nickeled and dimed every 10 minutes more than covered the gap. So now, which one is for you? Does size matter? Absolutely, but not in the way you might think. See, if you're taking the green kids, or if you're young at heart and crave that high energy, constant activity, and you like walking 15,000 steps in a day, book the Royal. You're going to have a blast. We love Royal. But if you're at a stage where vacation means exhaling, where luxury means ease and quiet, and you want to see the world without fighting a crowd to do it, don't be afraid to try the small ships. The price tag might scare you at first, but the experience, it's the upgrade you really deserve. Now, if you're intrigued by the small ship life, but worried about the cost, you need to watch this next video, because I break down exactly how to get the best deals on the luxury lines like Viking. You won't believe the third tip. Now, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and happy cruising.